Alright. So yeah, this is Metal Arms, and I already have a pre-made file, so we'll just be using that. Timer's gonna start as soon as I gain control of the screen, so I'll let you know. Alright, this is pretty much the tutorial level, so... Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, Glitch. We've got to seal these mines to prevent the mills from discovering the location of
So this is pretty much a... This was an... shots fired not too long ago, so I've been doing marathons more recently than I should be right now. So yeah, this is a third-person shooter. It's not very well known. Actually, I already have that set. It came out around the time Halo was a big thing, so it didn't get too much, you know, glamour, I suppose. Yeah, Nuts of Steel. That's pretty much the hardest difficulty in this game. We're just doing easy because, you know, we need things to be easy to go fast. Also, I apologize if I'm not fully awake right now. I woke up pretty early. Alright, so we're just gonna jump across these corners here. This game's not really that fast, but it does have its fast moments. You can actually keep a lot of your speed in certain situations, or gain a lot of speed. Anyways. Alright, I can actually get a lot more height there by going up a slope. So I could skip that entire jump tutorial section. Alright, so this is the first mill fight, and that's pretty much the enemy we're fighting throughout the game. Hopefully I can get some good shots on these guys. Okay. Sometimes that guy likes to move around. Ah, no, he went back here. Okay.
But may require an activation chip like this one. Use your triangle button at the switch, then we can move on.
Oh yeah, another thing I didn't mention is usually I don't use a memory card, but last night when I was practicing a run for this, my game actually crashed, and I wasn't using a memory card because that's faster. So yeah, that run didn't finish. So that's kind of why I'm using a memory card for marathons, just in case I crash or soft lock, because that does happen pretty often in this game. Alright. Sometimes that door doesn't open right away, and it's just kind of random and sucks. Sometimes I just have to reset there because of how long it takes sometimes. Alright, so if you're going down a slope like this, you actually gain a lot of speed, and if you continue jumping, you actually get to maintain that.
Keep it moving, Glitch.
Also, another thing I need to mention too is I'm running on the PS2 version because you actually get to skip 20 minutes of cutscenes for no reason. Only on the PS2 version. There is a GameCube and an Xbox version. Only the PS2 you can skip cutscenes on. Just because. Not sure why the developers decided on that, but they did. The only, I guess, disadvantage to that is the PS2 version is the laggiest version. It runs really terrible. So it took a while for me to get used to. because I originally played on the GameCube version. Alright, we're supposed to go grab a weapon over there to cut these wires here, but you can actually just jump up the slope and go across. We're gonna pick up the Ripper. Oh, shoot. Alright. Oh, dude, I can't get up. Let me redo that. So yeah, that weapon I was gonna pick up. I'm only gonna use it one time throughout the entire run. Okay, that's what we're supposed to do. So I grabbed a battery pack there to just get some HP. I don't remember how much we're picking up throughout the entire run, but it's not really needed. I could probably pick up less if I wanted to, but since it's like always right there in front of me, I might as well just pick it up. Ah, reload. Alright. This room is actually really stupid sometimes. Alright, that was actually pretty good. Pretty lucky, even though I screwed it up at first. Those mills like to wander around, so there's not much you can do to control them. Alright, so we're going to take control of this mill here through an arcade machine. And we're just going to blow ourselves up in this generator. That should bring down the entire room in there. Grabbing these. My health is pretty low. I might get this backup health. Good shot. So yeah, it's pretty, you can see how laggy this is. It's really laggy in some areas. Oh my, okay. Alright, let's go back on the elevator. Alright, so I'm gonna hit the switch and jump off. And that saves about 2 seconds. Because you're actually still falling while this cutscene is playing. So now I'm back on the, or I'm usually back on the bottom. Sometimes I land up there. So yeah, like most shooter speedruns, you're just running through all the enemies. It's really only on the harder difficulties where you actually need to kill stuff, just so you don't die. But on the easy difficulty, it's not really a problem. Alright, not a very good start right now, but hopefully I can pick it up. So this is the last mine level. Nothing really special in this level, really. There's a lot more out of bounds stuff and glitches in the later levels than there are in the beginning. Alright, this is the first vehicle we get into. It's called the loader. And it's really fast, so we're obviously going to take advantage of that. Hello? Those guys I just ran past there are pretty much the barter droids. They're the shop of the game. We don't ever buy anything because we don't really need anything from them. We can make do what we have. Yeah, that pretty much means we don't need any currency or whatever, money. Alright, gonna grab these dead packs in here. And to end this level, you need to place all 3 of the dead packs, so not like you can just go into a loading zone or anything. Also, a thing that's really cool about this game for Spirit Unending is if you can get to the end loading zone, you can usually just finish the level. The game doesn't normally check for anything that you are required to do throughout the level. So that's why this game can be that's why this game is pretty broken in terms of levels. No wrong warps or anything, but most of the levels are pretty broken. Alright, so I just picked up the Ripper there, which was the weapon I had to get in, or the weapon I skipped in the second level. Alright, I wasted way too much ammo on that guy. So this level is pretty much just a big old beat 'em up level. There's 2 of these levels in the game, and they're both very annoying.
Sector is secure. Let's move on.
Alright. So yeah, these are all divided by waves. Alright, I'm actually gonna go up here. Ah. None of them grouped up. Alright, my health is pretty low. One of these guys usually drop health. Okay.
The Sector 4 tunnel is blocked.
Alright, so this guy's gonna give us a dead pack to blow up the tunnel with. Where is he? Oh, this guy.
Here, use this dead pack to clear the way. Where you go, I'll follow.
So we are gonna place a dead pack, but we're not gonna go through this tunnel. There's actually a clip I can do that saves maybe 5 seconds if I get it quick enough.
Got it anyway.
Ah. Alright, nice. That clip's usually pretty stubborn. The only reason I blow up that wall is because I want the droids to come over to the other side. So they can actually, you know, do some damage, help me out a little, even though they don't help out that much. Alright, so I just picked up the rocket launcher. This is probably the most used weapon in the run. We never really... Alright, another thing, yeah, I never upgrade this weapon, and you can actually upgrade every single weapon, I believe, except like the flamethrower and the slingshot. Everything else can be upgraded though. So yeah, obviously I'm using this thing because I get unlimited ammo with it, so I don't waste other ammo. Hopefully these guys all spawn here. Alright, 2, 3, I think there's 4 maybe. No, there's only 3. 4. Alright, 5. Alright, 5 is pretty good. That's pretty good. That wave usually never goes well. Alright, so we're gonna get another battery pack here. That's kind of what I mean by they're just kind of right there. You might as well just pick them up. Like, doesn't waste any time, except the first one, which gives you a little text box. Every other one after that doesn't. Alright. Alright, I was hoping it wouldn't land up there. Okay.
secure. Let's move on.
So this is the last wave. This has been a pretty good cleanup so far. Although it really comes down to this last one. This one can actually be pretty bad sometimes. Alright, they're all coming over here. That's good. Alright. So last thing we have to do is kill the I guess kind of mini boss. Although you see a lot of these guys in later levels, so he's not really a boss. So I picked up this shield and this little guy next to me. He doubles my ammo, so really useful for that last guy. Alright, what was that time? That was a pretty good cleanup. That's pretty good. I think the IL for that is 522, and that's with the entire level being completely random. So now this is the first level, or driving level, of the game. There's a few of these, most of them are pretty easy. Honestly, I think this is the only driving level where you're only, or no, I'm sorry, the one of two driving levels where you're always in the rat. That's what this car is called, by the way. I forget what it stood for. I haven't seen the cutscenes in a while. So ideally I want to stay on flat ground for most of the time, because I actually go a lot faster when I'm not like on a slope or anything. I also want to try and turn as little as possible. And this level doesn't have too many sharp turns you need to take, so the later ones you actually need to do a lot of sharp turns, so you don't get to go as fast. Alright. That's like the word. Oh, dang. Okay. That's such a dumb jump to make because the screen is shaking. It's hard to tell where you're going off. Another thing that can happen is when I'm going off these jumps, sometimes... Oh, okay. Tumble. At least I didn't land in the water. Well, besides that, sometimes the rat can do a wheelie and just kind of like what that guy did. He just jumped off a ledge and just, you know, front flipped almost. That doesn't happen as often in the PS2 version, but it happens a lot in the other ones. Alright, we're nearing the end here, so hopefully I don't screw up the last part. These guys come around the corner here, so I want to stay to the right side. climbing up here. Hopefully not tripping. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna actually avoid this ramp because it's really easy to go out of control when you go off of it. You can actually hit the side really easily. Alright, other than that run crash, this is pretty good. 57, okay. I think the highest I've seen there was a 104. Okay, so this is the first wasteland level. There's a lot of zombie bots in these levels. They're typically annoying to deal with casually, but since we just run past everything, it's not too big of a deal. These guys can actually, if you kill them, they actually build themselves back up, so you have to kill them again. That's probably why they're really annoying. So I just grabbed the scope there, and the scope is actually a really essential item to the speedrun. We're not going to use it for what it's probably intended for. I'll explain later once I do use it. Alright, hopefully I can get a speed slide. Alright, that was okay. Also, they go after Mills, and this guy's in my way. They don't like either of us, so they try to kill whoever's closest, I guess. Building up some speed here. Gonna shoot this guy so he doesn't annoy me. Alright, so this is, I don't even know what this skip is called. We don't really have a name for most of the skips in this game. River skip, I guess? I don't know. There's so many skips, we don't really name a lot of them. Okay. $211. This is actually one of the levels that has no skips in it. That really should have a skip, but unfortunately it doesn't. The real reason we can't break this level is because, or I'm sorry, it does have a skip. What am I thinking? It has one skip at the very end, but other than that, you need to lower the water level of this entire place, and going into the, oh my goodness, okay, that's dead. Falling into the water is an insta-kill, so we want to avoid that as much as possible. Alright, let's try this again. They didn't even, okay, what jerks. Those zombie bots are supposed to follow me and give me a big boost, but they didn't that time. Also, it's really important I conserve my rocket launcher ammo because I'll be using a lot of it. Nice. Cool. They're not very good at team playing. They blow themselves up pretty often. Yeah, I'm gonna be using this weapon a lot as well. Alright, I'm gonna wait for the water level to lower to a specific point here. Okay, that should be fine. Hopefully there are no zombie bots on the bridge. I think there's one. Uh-oh. Alright. You go do your thing. I could have gone earlier. Oh well. Alright, so this is the only skip in the level. You can skip an entire fight by jumping over that gate like that. That fight used to actually take pretty long until we found that. You had to fight like 5 or 6 zombie bots. So, which means you have to kill like 12 of them since they regenerate. Okay, so we're not playing as Glitch anymore. Or not for this level. Dang, I messed it up. This is actually one of the shortest levels in the game, and I screwed up the skip. We're not supposed to be up here. We can get out of bounds here. And oh my god, dude, I am choking today. Alright. There's a fast and slow way to do this level. I'm doing the slow way because it's way too risky. I don't even do the fast strats and runs. I used to until I kept failing them over and over again. So I decided to just go with the slow strats. That's usually a 30-second level, but yeah, didn't go too well. Alright, for those who have played this game, should hopefully, or they should remember this level. This is probably the level notorious for pissing people off. This is one of the 2 bosses in the game, and this guy is arguably the hardest of the 2. Just because you have to throw a corn charge in his mouth, and that's really inconsistent at times. Alright, sometimes it likes to bounce around in there and just fling back out, which really sucks. Also, I'm using the rivet gun here because sometimes I can get insta-kills on him for some reason with the rivet gun. I'm not getting any right now though, which kind of sucks. Alright, I'm out of ammo, that's fine. That's all I need. Go away. Alright, so I'm gonna use a cleaner for this last one. Okay. That fight used to be a lot harder without the cleaner. That strat, I can think for Rob. I can thank Rob for that one. $112. Yeah, everyone remembers that guy if they played this game. I think, yeah, a lot of people I knew were stuck on this level, on that level. They didn't know you could throw the corn charges in his mouth or something, I don't know. Alright, so we're out of the wastelands now, and we're going to be doing a few mill compound levels. A lot of these levels have some pretty big skips in them, so... Alright, that guy I just ran past with a Titan, and he's probably one of the most annoying enemies in the game. Especially for speedrunning. Because they do a lot of damage, and if you need to kill one at all, they take quite a lot of damage to take down. I don't know any off the top of my head we have to kill. We used to have to kill some until we found some skips. So yeah, these guys just trigger the alarm and they send mills after you, which I don't care about. We're just gonna run past everything. Alright, originally I would have to go up to that tower, get a jetpack and blow up that wall over there, but you can actually just skip that by jumping up here. Invisible walls are not a thing in this game. They're rarely a thing anyways. Oh, that's not good. Alright, I'm gonna grab the backup health. Alright, so this skips the last area. This was actually, I think, the first skip I found. I don't remember how long ago it was. But yeah, that skips the entire last section. Which you would originally have to go down to the bottom and climb back up to a zip line. But you don't have to do that. Alright, this is probably one of the most broken levels in the game. This is a really long level casually, but we shorten it down to just below 2 minutes. I hope everyone loves tanks, by the way. Why is he firing at me? He shouldn't be. Oh, dude, he's gonna distract me. Okay, so we're gonna try and do this while he's shooting at me. Nice. Okay. So we're not supposed to be up here. I'm going to be using the scope here to not get taken back by the game for being out of bounds, because the game can sometimes know when you're out of bounds, or it knows when you're loading too many things. For whatever reason, using the scope prevents that from happening, and that's why we need it. There's some areas where it will like guarantee to take you back, and using the scope won't let it. Alright, we're gonna do the first clip, or I guess this is a pretty new clip. This type of clipping is really new. I forget how long ago we found it, maybe a few months ago. Alright, nice. Pretty much any wall that lets you like go into it, like any wall that lets you go in a little bit but pushes you back out is usually clippable. That's not always the case. We actually never found those for a while because we were always under the assumption that any wall will just push you back out. But apparently if you're precise enough, you can actually go through. Alright, so we can't skip... Okay, we can skip this cutscene. We can't skip this one. Oh wait, but we can skip this one. I don't know. I don't know. If you're gonna let us skip those two, why not let us skip the middle one? So I just picked up an imp there, and we're gonna need a few of those throughout the run. Oh, he just threw a corn charge down here, what a jerk. Alright, that's another big skip. I forget how long this level is casually. It's not that long of a level, but it does save a good amount of time doing that. $29, nice. Usually I get a 30 there. Alright, so, besides Zombie Bot King, everyone should also remember this one.
And they're on their way to intercept. If you let those robo-turds into the compound, you're gonna be neck-deep in mill crap in no time. Man that defense cannon, and turn those yank crankers into molten metal as soon as they poke their stupid heads out. Hold your ground, son!
So yeah, this is pretty much a tower defense level. It's a 5-minute level, so there's not much I can do to speed it up. The first wave is, I think, a minute long. The third wave is also a minute, but the second wave, for some reason, is 3 minutes long, which is kind of ridiculous. The third wave is obviously where I can fail, but if I do fail the third wave, it just restarts me at that same wave, so it's not that big of a deal. This level is incredibly hard on harder difficulties, and that's kind of why I don't run harder difficulties, is because of this level. I've failed it a few times on easy. I don't know why they made it so hard, but yeah, one thing you can do to help out is I'm constantly pressing the trigger button, and that makes my shots way more accurate, as if I were to just hold it. We always joke about how a second game will be made, and it's just gonna be all tower defense levels. That would be amazing. Just a bunch of these levels just getting harder and harder. It kind of sucks the second game was never made for this, by the way. It's been well over 13 years, I believe. What wave am I on, by the way? I think I'm on wave 2. I never see the stupid sign come up. I don't know why, I'm so bad at seeing that. Even though it's big red font right in front of you, I don't see it. Alright, one more minute for wave 2. I actually have never failed wave 3 for like a year maybe while running this game. And not too long ago, I failed it twice in a row. 2 runs back to back. I was in disbelief. And those are the only times I ever failed this level in runs. Because the spawns are obviously random. So they can, on wave 3, they can just, okay, so wave 3, they can sometimes just pour the spawns out, and there's not much you can do about it. So hopefully I get good spawns. It's already lagging. If it starts lagging, then that means they're pouring out all the spawns. Alright, I think we're good now. Thankfully, Wave 3 is only a minute long. It would really suck if it was like 2 or 3 minutes long. Oh boy, it's lagging. Oh boy. Alright, I think we should be fine. So yeah, that timer runs out, even though the game is still going. I don't know why. That timer doesn't really mean too much other than you're close to the end, I guess. It doesn't end when the timer goes out, it ends when all the spawns are gone. Alright, at least I didn't fail that. That's good. My hands always hurt after that level.
Crusty collar bearings. Crunk has been captured by the mills and is being held captive somewhere in the research facility. You need to rescue him and bring back his Moorbot power chip.
So yeah, pretty much what he said. This skip actually, or this level has one of the newest skips, and it's a really easy skip. I don't know, it's just one of those skips no one ever thought about, I guess. And it's a really easy one. It wouldn't be bad for my wrists if I didn't have to constantly press the trigger button. Alright, so we can actually keep close to this guy and go into the store before it closes. He's not very fast, so we can just go right ahead and do that. You can also do it in this last area, but it's a lot harder. So, and if you miss it, you will lose a lot of time, so we don't go for it. You have to kill all these guys in order for this cutscene to play. And I'm gonna pick up another EMP here, which, okay, there it is. Surprise, Titan. I've actually had that guy land on me as I was going down the elevator, and that's an insta-kill if a Titan lands on you. So this level, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong in this one. A lot. Also, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but this game has really good music. Very catchy music. Alright, so I'm gonna do something called Cleaner Glitch, and, well, okay. First of all, Cleaner is the most powerful weapon in the game, or item in the game. But we can actually dupe it by backsaving while we're using it. So I get to use it again on this guy. I used to not do that because we never used the cleaner on Zombie Bot King, but we do that now since we only have one. And those guys take quite a few hits without using the cleaner. Alright. So much explaining to do in this level. So I just opened that door from the other side. Cause chips are delicious. Unfortunately, we never pick up any secret chips. Those are even more delicious. Alright, I'm gonna run past all these guys, and okay, this room is really scary. Hopefully it all goes well. So I have to kill all of these guys in order to end the level. Alright, can some of you guys round up a little bit? No? Alright. Alright, so this is the only time I'll use the Ripper. Boom. Was that all of them? No, I think you can't. Alright, cool. I'm okay with that. It's really easy to die there, especially if you have trouble cutting that wire. Sometimes those guys like to push you around and it's really hard to aim for it. Alright, so we're gonna play as another robot in this level. His name is Crunk, and everybody loves Crunk for reasons. He's a very happy fellow. If you couldn't tell from the level name already. So this is another kind of beat 'em up level, but we're gonna actually skip the entire thing. Nice.
Take that, you f***ing shitbags! My control tether worked like a champ! Okay, you take it with you in case you need it.
He's supposed to be facing me, but...
Nothing like that. I left the rat in the motor pool. Meet me there once you're caught up with Flax. And don't come back without my f***ing chip this time!
What a friendly guy. That's the only time we'll see him, by the way. If I was running on the other versions, we see a lot more cutscenes with him. Which is unfortunate. Oh well.
What the?
So this is the last male R&D level. There's not too much to say in this level. It's pretty straightforward. Gonna pick up a chip from this guy. I love when it lands up there. Grab it. Alright, so I gotta be really careful of this Titan over here. Sometimes he barges out and squishes me. Okay. Another little skip here. Oh, okay. I thought I failed that. I don't know why I shot at them. You don't really need to. So another big skip. I can get a little jump off of this corner here to get up here. Oh, that saves having to drill this entire big drill into the ground. And you actually have to climb up you have to spiral up the entire thing to get to the top. So it takes a while. Alright, this is the second drive-in level. Unfortunately, I'm not driving it this time. My robot dog companion is. And he is a very bad driver. He needs to take it slow. He's still in training. So we gotta make sure he's making all the right moves here. Yo, that guy tumbled right out. They seem to do that. They seem to tumble out more often on the PS2 version. So these guys up here are predators, and we'll be seeing them in a few levels. There's actually a level where you do get to take control of one, but you can skip that, so haha. We don't get to see that. Come on, zombie, pick it up. Alright, it starts lagging a little bit here, so I'm gonna try and face other directions. Zombie, what are you doing? Alright. I thought he was just gonna crash into the wall for a second. Okay, so coming up, I can potentially soft lock, but we have a safety strat for that, so shouldn't be a problem. So I'm not going to hit that first guy, we're going to let him go into the barrel. If I was to hit the barrel, I can sometimes fling off to the right and land in this crease, and I can't get out, so that pretty much ends my runs. If I was driving, it wouldn't be a problem, obviously. You shall not pass. So it's gonna lag pretty badly here. There's nothing I can do about it. I can look any direction. It's always gonna lag. The lag does actually slow down the game a little bit, so that's why it's ideal not to have it lag by looking other ways. I'm sure there's a lot of games that do that. Oh, I just missed him. That's fine. Yo, get off my rat.
You kept the location of Troy's town a secret and got Trump's Morbot Gateway power ship back. Now get your butt back to Troy's town. It's time to put that ship to use.
It's so hard getting up to that building. Okay, so now we're entering the Morbot region, and this place is a little different. It's pretty quiet here. There's not much down there, except for, well, Mill's taking over the place. But aside from that, this game really never explained anything about the Morbots, so it's unfortunate we never got a sequel. Alright, I was kind of walking over there, so I wouldn't attract these snarks that annoy me very much so. Alright, I'm gonna use these. There's a second one, where is he? Alright, well. I really want to get rid of these guys. Okay, I don't know where the other guy went. Alright, so. This is one of the biggest skips in the game, and hopefully I can get it. It's very inconsistent. Okay, I got it. If you're good at mashing, you can get it more easily. I'm very bad at mashing. That's why I play this game. Yeah, I know stuff like, off the top of my head, like GoldenEye, I'm pretty sure you do that for. That used to be a really annoying level to go through before that skip was found. Okay, this is one of the most scary levels. Well, not actually frightening, it's just a hard level to do. Ah, shoot. I'm trying to clip out of bounds here. Oh, I fell off. This is just the first part. There's another part that's way worse. Okay. Oh no, 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 no! Nice, I fell. I do not like this clip. I feel like it changes up on me a lot. On where I have to stand. Okay. Let's jump up here this time. I'm gonna blow that up so those mills don't really bug me. They can shoot me from a very far distance. Yeah, I noticed that. I've never played GoldenEye, so I'm just like, alright, where the hell are they going? So I'm going to do a little bit of a setup here, so I can get a very precise angle. Okay, I think that should be fine. Alright, let's go for it. Nice, okay. Alright, at least I got that first try. You can... So like I said before, most water in this game kills you instantly. But if you go out of bounds there and jump down at a very precise spot, you can actually avoid the kill zone and drop down onto the bottom floor. This saves about 40 seconds if you do it correctly. It would save a minute if you were to just jump down instantly without setting up, but obviously we don't do that. And this is a level where you are supposed to take control of a predator. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit and grab this. I definitely need this tether upgrade. What the tether is, by the way, is most mills have control ports on the back of them. So if I take control of that, I can actually control their bodies and walk around with them. And I'll need that for a few levels. It's usually easiest to take control of them when you use an EMP or something. So they're like, yeah, the tether is a hacking thing, pretty much. You're hacking the mills. Alright, another very easy skip here. There used to be an older way to do that, which was incredibly hard. By the way, most of these glitches or skips, I guess I found majority of them, but there's been a lot of other stuff found by other people. So yeah, there's obviously stuff we're gonna be missing, very obvious stuff. There's probably still obvious stuff we're missing right now. Who knows? There's not very many of us running this game. In fact, it's only me and one other guy. So these little spider things are swarmers. I guess they're kind of like the Flood in Halo, from what I've been told. But they're not nearly as threatening. They don't do a lot of damage, and they hardly cling on to you anyways. I'm not sure what they're like on NOS or harder difficulties. Alright, so we are meeting this crazy guy here. His name is Slosh, and we're gonna play them in the next level. But for now, we have to help him out. Alright, I'm gonna pick up an EMP from this guy here. I should have 3 by this point. The exploding arrows, yeah, the rivet gun. I use that a lot. It's a really good weapon. Oh shoot, I need the EMP. Hang on. No, EMP. Stay still, buddy. Alright, he's gonna come for a ride with us. Oh, we'll just leave him up there actually, that's perfectly fine. Jump off, buddy. It's the only way out. Alright. Oh, did I get it? Oh, I must have picked it up. Huh. I think I picked it up. Did I pick it up? No, I didn't. All I have to do is move it a little bit. This thing's really stupid though. Okay. I wish I designed that better. Excuse me.
He's over here!
Alright, so coming up is probably the longest cutscene we have to watch on the PS2 version. Which is pretty nice because this is about halfway through the game. And it makes for a good bathroom break. But I'm fine for now, so.
Good to meet you. Say, how'd you get stuck in here anyway?
When the Mills first took over Iron Star, I was taken prisoner. They threw me in here to see if the bots could survive this big wet nightmare. I've been trapped, stuck, up the river without a boat. Now this place is overrun with mills. They've even stolen one of the smaller generators. See? Used to be right here. Those nasty mills are everywhere. And there are swarmers everywhere. Which reminds me, there's a big mean one at the reactor. But I could be wrong. What do I know? Hey!
So it's actually supposed to be, a third boss in this game. It was supposed to be a swarmer boss, but it never got put in, which is kind of unfortunate because there's only 2 bosses in this game. I think one right in the middle would be like a good balance.
There's no power.
He's pretty nuts.
No sweat, no problem, no big deal, man. I think I can help you there, glitchy old pal.
He's been down here for too long.
Tell you what? The swarmers don't like the fire much. Nope. They hate the flame. You wait here. I'm gonna go take out those swarmers and restore power to the lift. Woohoo!
He'll actually give us that weapon after this next level, but we never use it because it's a really bad weapon. They give it to you on probably one of the hardest levels in the game. It's like, why? Why do I need this? Alright, so this guy, yeah, pretty much has the flamethrower. For him, it's unlimited. When we get it as glitch, it's not. Because unlimited ammo for glitch is like never a thing, apparently. Except the mining laser. Well, the last fight is really easy. At least I think it is. Swarmer boss definitely would have been cool though. I'm really would have been interested to see what it would have been like. Did I just go through that instantly? Okay, I've never seen that before. Alright, I have to activate all 4 of these switches to power up the generator to get the elevator started. Actually, for the Swarmer boss, there's actually a soundtrack in the game that's used somewhere else, but it was originally supposed to be the Swarmer boss battle. And you can actually hear, I think you can hear the Swarmer boss on that soundtrack, so it's pretty interesting. They used like the last half of the song for one part in the game. We have a friend joining. Yeah, you can see they don't do a lot of damage. Like, I'll keep this guy on and he won't do too much. Alright, when there's 2 of them, they'll do a little more.
What the?
This guy can triple jump, by the way. Some people have told me that wasn't intentional, but I find that hard to believe. It's like, how would you not know? How would the developers not know this guy can triple jump? Alright, don't knock me off. Okay. Alright, I'm interested to know what this time was because I've never gone through that, those two gates instantly before. I usually have to stop at one of them. 3 minutes. Has it ever been under 2? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, this is one of the hardest levels in the game. I have a very, very high chance of dying here, even on easy. So this level introduces shielded titans. They have shields on and they can fire quad shots. So they can rake up damage really easily on me. Alright. Why are you in there? Okay. Alright. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, that's about average on HP. Oh no, I didn't jump off. Okay, this might be bad. Uh-oh. Go, 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 go. No, go! Okay. If they get really good shots on me, they can drain my HP really, really quickly. Oh, by the way, this is the longest loading screen ever. Only on PS2. So yeah, how's it going? Alright. I'm still not really used to how long that is exactly. Very Dorito. Alright. This cutscene can soft lock. Uh-oh. I think it's soft locked. Of course. That's why I'm using a memory card. Alright, yeah, I need to reset the console. That sucks. Now I have to do that entire level over again. I need to wait for this stupid PS2 to boot up again. Is it on? Hello? I don't know why it's not turning on. That's unfortunate. It's such a rare chance for that to happen, and of course it happens here. It actually is a soft lock if you were to, excuse me? Okay. It's actually a soft lock because if you were to, okay, how do I menu a PS2? Okay. It's actually a soft lock because if you were to remove the disc and insert it back in, you can actually see Glitch trying to get onto the truck, but he never does. I'm not going fast right now. This is like the only game I have on PS2, so I'm not really used to booting it up. Well, I don't know if this is going to be under estimate anymore. It might be still. I gave myself a pretty good range on estimate, so we'll see. There's really no way of like soft lock proof in that. It just happens randomly for no reason. From what I've seen. And that can happen on all versions, so it's not just the PS2. Alright, let's jump off that this time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Where did you come from? No droids
All right.
in this area, Mill City.
No more fooling around. Am I missing this? Oh my god, okay. This is so bad right now. That's really, really bad. I hope I don't take a lot of... Oh, he's right in front of me. He's right in front of me. That's... I don't think I'm gonna make this. There's no way I'm making this. Go, 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 go. Okay. Now I gotta wait for this again. I swear, if it soft locks one more time, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't really know. I might have to end the run early. Oh jeez. Alright, don't do it this time. The loading zone's a little long, anyways, so it takes a little bit to load. Oh my god. Oh my sweet lord. This game is so well made. I know it froze. Loading screen froze because... Okay, why did it go into this menu? Oh, the disc has to load, of course. If it soft locks again, I'll show you. I'll show you. Won't be surprised anymore. If I need to end this run early, then just let me know, by the way. Okay, this is just ridiculous. Cannot believe that happened twice. I've never seen this happen twice before. It's not even funny by this point. Like, I'm gonna make the schedule more behind if this keeps up.
Where did you come from? No droids are allowed in this area, Mill City. Prepare to be destroyed.
Alright, so how about this? If it soft locks again, okay, my camera is weird. It's bad right now. Hang on. Good controller. It's still doing it. We'll just have to deal with it, I guess. Actually, okay, I think it's fine now. Come down. Wow, elevator. Please. There's no way I'm making this one. I'm a health bar lower than I should be. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's already ripped.
Where did you come from? No droids are allowed in this area, Mill City. Prepare to be destroyed.
The worst of all, it has to soft lock on this level. That's the worst part of it. Hit him, please. Oh my goodness, this is... I'm restarting. Come on.
Where did you come from? No droids are allowed in this area, Mill City. Prepare to be destroyed.
I got up too early. Missed again, because my aiming is shit right now. Okay, grab. Jeez, they're just mauling me right now. Oh my goodness, please. Dude, what is this health? What is this health right now? I'm getting so unlucky. This game does not want me to get past this level. Alright, just get up, and go, please. I have all three versions. They all soft lock here. They all can soft lock. I've seen it happen on PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. Okay, I'm gonna do a little Easter egg here because I'm low on health. Actually, this may not work anymore. No, it did. Okay. So if you have both hands out on the second area, only on the second area, nothing will shoot at you. Okay, do me a favor. Okay, maybe if I'm like back here, Will that work? It's definitely not intended. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen. 90% of the time, that's what's supposed to happen. Unbelievable. I didn't think I'd have to deal with this in a marathon run. Okay, now that we can play the game finally, let's just try to ignore that ever happened. So I'm gonna do another clip here. Not being too nice right now. Okay. There used to be a really hard way to do this level, but ever since that clip was found, it's incredibly easy. And faster. Alright, this guy's gonna come on a ride with us.
Do you mind if I read a couple donations quick? Okay, so we've
Yeah,
got $5 from MASH, saying that the ultimate lewdness must be earned. Good luck with the upcoming runs. May RNG be ever in your favor. P.S. Donate for boobs, or just for fun. Hee hee. By the way, there he's referring to the Oni Chanbara skin choice. Strawberry banana surprise is at $20. The default's now $21, $1 ahead. We have $20 from Anonymous that says strut yo stuff. That met the goal for the bonus game of anime platforming in high heels. And we have $5 from Planks that just says who is we.
Alright, so this is, we're gonna use a special item here called the wrench, and we can actually clip through any wall we want. Good, cool, I didn't demonstrate it first try. This glitch was known for a really long time. I don't know who found it. It might have been multiple people that found it, who just ran into it, who knows. But this level is actually, this is actually a really cool level, casually. It's a really long level, but it's really fun to do. Okay, please get up. Okay. Nope, that's not gonna work. This is a really hard one to do. That, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, it did. Okay. So, back in that room, we're actually not supposed to be able to move around. Because this level is pretty much about, okay, first of all, jump through that. This level is pretty much about, pulling yourself apart and tricking the mills into thinking you're a spy droid. So you're kind of like disabled for a good majority of the level, and you're just kind of going through these little cutscenes. But we can skip all of that. Again, I don't know how long that glitch was known for. It was found way before I began running this.
Listen up, Glitch. Our lone mill field agent got himself dismantled. He's a grunt known by the code name Ancient God. He was discovered by the mills in the ruins, and they...
By the way, that should be that soft lock should be the only one that will happen throughout this run. It's the only place I've seen something like that happen before. There's a few crashes I will note when they come up that can potentially happen, but they're not nearly as bad because it's literally right as the level starts sometimes, so it's not the biggest deal. Just in general, the PS2 version was not built very well. I think the company had to get help from another company to help with the PS2 version because of how limited the hardware was. So that's why there's a lot of differences. That soft lock, I mean, is obviously not a difference, but a lot of crashes only happen on PS2. Alright, I still have 3 bars of health, that's good. GC Master Race. I do want to play on GC again because the frame rate is so much better. That's the first version I started with. I actually never knew PS2 skipped cutscenes when I first ran this game. I found out when someone actually submitted a run on PS2. I'm just like, how is he skipping those cutscenes? Games don't do that. There isn't just one version that lets you skip cutscenes, that's dumb. I guess I didn't know because not a lot of people owned the PS2 version, so there wasn't a lot of video footage on it anyways, so I just never knew, really. Alright, so now we're back in, well, we're not back in the Wastelands, we're in the ruins now, but there are still zombie bots here. Not as many. Okay, this guy's gonna bug me. Where is he? I wouldn't recommend getting the PS2 version if you just want to play it. Get the GameCube or Xbox. Either one's perfectly fine. This one is not. Nice. That skip's actually really hard. Push me, please. You're terrible. What's funny is the hardware is so limited on the PS2 for this game that you can only do 2-player multiplayer, while the other 2 can do 4-player. To compensate for that, they put an extra level in the PS2 version, so I guess that makes up for it.
Alright, soldier. Try to stay low profile. The snipers will pick you off out in the open.
Target that nose. Security breach.
Oh no, jump. So yeah, a lot of dark mills here, hence the sniper's lair. We're gonna do a really easy out of bounds trick here. I don't know why they let you do this, but you can jump up there and just walk right out of bounds. World record pace? Definitely not. No. I may not even make the estimate. Which, again, I don't mind if I have to cut the run early. World record is 155.08. Tommy bot. Oh my goodness, jump up. So going out of bounds here is actually a little slower than going the intended way, but it's a lot safer, and it only loses like 5 seconds, maybe less. Alright, this is another level that has been really, it's just been getting destroyed over and over again. There's been like one skip, then another skip, then another skip, then another skip. It's gone places. Alright, and my shots fired run, I forgot to pick up that recruiter grenade, so making sure I get that again. Dang it. Okay. You have to do a lot of backtracking in this level, but we can just skip right past everything and go to the end. '56. I don't remember what the time is if you get that clip first try. That's actually one of the easiest clips in the game. Well, wall clips anyways. Alright, this is another just, you know, run like hell level. Kind of like Hand is Mightier. Except it's probably not as hard as that one. Where you actually have to like get a chip, activate something while you're just getting blown to bits. Funny story about this level, a dev told us this level was supposed to be really invisible wall. Well, it's supposed to have a lot of invisible walls, but they accidentally made it one way, the opposite way around. Because apparently someone was like working late at night and was tired or whatever. So all the invisible walls let you out of the stage, but they won't let you back in. So it's pretty funny. Alright. My health should be fine. I can use the rest of my rivet gun ammo here, because I won't be needing it after this level. Alright, if those scouts sound the alarm, a Titan comes out of this gate here, and will usually always kill me. So it's really important you don't let that happen. Because I've got that predator shooting at me the entire time anyways. So we have to go get that tank. The only way to do that is to hijack one of these troopers that I hopefully get. Did I get him? Okay, cool. Sometimes I just fly right off as soon as I shoot the EMP. Something I always forget that's unique about this game is that when you shoot an enemy, their limbs can like dangle off, or they just fall off completely. So it's pretty funny to see what they can end up like sometimes. Their heads are all wobbly or just disordered. Yeah, good thing. Good thing they also let us get up here too. Alright, the next level is probably my most hated level. My PB had a godlike unwelcome home. So that's kind of why I'm not running against it right now. I might in the future, but this level is another beat 'em up level we're forced to do, pretty much. There's no skipping it. The reason we can't skip these levels is because the game checks to make sure you've completed all the waves before it can end. So even if you complete the waves out of order, or like you skip a wave, oh my god, okay, that's not okay. You cannot shoot at him. I need my health. Alright. So we're going to be using this guy for the entire level. His damage is insanely high. You can actually fire his shots really quickly. As long as there's no lag. If there's lag, my shots are actually eaten a lot. The only downside to this guy is he dies really easily. So I have to be really careful to make sure I don't take too much damage.
Sector is secure. Let's move on.
Oh, no, don't do that! Oh, that actually worked out. I was afraid I was going to lose signal. It's so easy to accidentally do that because all you have to do is press the thumbstick down, which I'm very clumsy at doing for some reason. Okay.
Let's move on.
So we're gonna lose signal if we go any further, so okay, hang on, first of all, you go away. We're gonna place this guy in a very specific spot. Yeah, it's a really funny game. Unfortunately, we're not gonna see many of the good cutscenes because we can just skip them all.
On my way.
Okay, no, you're staying. If they see the mill, they're gonna fire at him, so that's why I don't want them following me. Well, I'm sure there's also funny games. There's also many more funny games. Sometimes this wave can give me really slow spawns, but I think we're good. They seem to be coming out pretty well. Both of my wings are down. I can still fly though. Oh my god, come here. Alright, cool. That was a pretty good wave. No, 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 no. Okay, my health is low. Oh, he got me. That sucks. Alright, let's just finish the rest of it off then. Oh, dude, they ended it. Nice. Base droids. Okay, so it looks like, if I have to guess, this run is around 1 minute 50, or 1 hour 50 minutes right now.
Force us to fight for their amusement. They'll come for you soon and take you to
Well, on
the
hard and
river.
NOS, we wouldn't even be using that guy because he dies way too quickly.
You manage to win a few battles. It just eggs them on. They make you
Going through that entire level with just that one trooper was probably not intended, but you can do it anyways.
Challenges to become champions. But if you win them,
I mean, I guess
you gotta square off against General
this game is
Corrosive
hard in a
himself.
way,
No kidding.
even on
No
easy.
bosses ever faced Corrosive. And
I've never really beaten
face
the
it,
hardest
the
difficulty,
only way
even
out
though I
of
probably
here
could. I just
is
never
when peace is
cared enough, I guess. So yeah, ignoring Crazy over there. This is pretty much a set of Coliseum levels where we're forced to fight for the mills as amusement, like he said. So I backsaved there because I can skip a small cutscene. So you can pick one of 3 weapons, I believe, here on this level. I picked the tether, and it's gonna be pretty obvious why. Shielded Titan. Alright, I need to do some damage to myself because on the PS2 version, this grinder here does a very low amount of damage to me compared to the GameCube and Xbox version. I mean, someone else runs the harder difficulties, so I don't remember exactly what the levels are like. Every category, every difficulty has been run at least once though. Even 100%. This is really the only category I run. I just like doing the faster category. I don't know. 2 hours seems a little long. Anything more than 2 hours. Even though most of the games I run are like really long, so I shouldn't be complaining. Okay, so it's random what these two droids will pick. I can't see what they have. If one of them picked the Ripper, we're gonna lose time. And there's nothing you can do about it. The Ripper is like the worst weapon. Okay, someone has a rocket launcher. Okay, no one picked the Ripper. That's good. That's very good. In fact, I think they picked the two best weapons. Excuse me. I'd like out. This is probably the laggiest level in the game. It's really, it gets really bad sometimes. Alright. Where'd the other guy go? Oh. Alright, that was pretty good. I have no idea what the announcer says half the time. It's pretty hard to understand him. Okay, this is another really pressure end level. The PS2 sometimes screws up this level a little bit, which can suck. The only weapon we can pick here is a slingshot, so which is even worse because on the PS2 version, the slingshot is like really buggy. So hopefully that doesn't happen too often. Alright. So I'm shooting down these cameras here. Because that, they instantly drop on the mills that spawn. And kill them right away. I'm pretty sure that's intentional. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. If I time this just right... Oh, I missed him. Okay. We're gonna have to shoot him down while he's moving. Alright. Dang it. This guy takes 8 hits to kill on easy. I wasn't keeping track. Okay. Corrosive, stop shooting. Oh, you came back an hour? Alright. Must have been too early. I'm surprised I got up on time. But yeah, I wouldn't have minded if I had to cut early because, you know, who wants to spend an extra 30 minutes? Dang, no Left 4 Dead? That sucks. Alright, so he's pretty much the final boss of the game. We'll fight him later as the last level. For now, we're going to fake our death so we can actually get out of the Coliseum. I don't know why that level is its own level. It's really short. But I guess it's just because they wanted each Coliseum fight to be its own individual level. They still could have made it a little longer though. I'm not complaining. Not complaining though, because, you know, the shorter the better. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up specific items here. Slingshot, horn charges, okay, rivet gun. That should be all I need. We're actually gonna do an exploit with weapon upgrades, where we don't have to pay for them, but we can still get them anyways. So yeah, this is the second rat driving level. Or purely rat driving level. Almost purely. We do get out once. And this is there's a lot more curves, a lot more obstacles in the way than the previous one. I actually did too. I kind of wanted to see that. Oh well. Maybe he'll show up later or something. Also, we're almost done with the game here. There's a few more levels. 5 levels after this, I believe. Oh, dang it. Alright, I need the cleaners. Cleaners are like the strongest weapon in the game, but I really don't like them because they explode in my face sometimes. Like if a cleaner's in the air, enemies can actually shoot at it. Not intentionally, but sometimes their shots just happen to hit it. And sometimes it just blows up in my face. It's really annoying. That's why I try to use them as little as possible. Oh jeez. Dive. I think there's only been one time where I went through this level without crashing once. It's so easy to crash. These rats control very similar to the Warthog, I've been told. The Warthog in Halo. Except it's a lot more floaty. Oh Jesus. Tumble. Tumble. $130. 29. Okay, so this is another very early level that had a skip found. There was one guy who found a few tricks, like back in, I want to say 2007, maybe? It was a while ago. And this was one of them. And it's still used today. That's all you do. Little ramp jump. Alright, so this is probably the hardest platforming section. I'm not even kidding. Okay. It's really sketchy.
Target is near.
Oh yeah, we're on a space station, by the way. Lack of cutscenes don't make it too clear. So this is pretty much the space station that controls all the mills. And if we destroy it, we pretty much shut them all down. That's pretty much the goal right now in the story. I didn't want to pick that up. So I just picked up the Scatter Blaster right there, and since I didn't have it after Race to the Rocket, I actually immediately upgraded to level 3 because all the drops on the later levels drop level 3 by default, unless you already have the weapon prior. Also, this might be risky. I forgot something. Oh no, that's bad. Okay. Might have to back save. So laggy. Yeah. I should have gone. I forgot to pick up the recruiter grenade. Also, it's really laggy here, so it's really hard to cooperate with this trick. Okay. I just skipped a small section of having to hijack a trooper again. Alright, this next level used to be unbreakable because it was heavily guarded by invisible walls. Speedrunner's worst enemy. But we can clip now, so it's no longer a problem. So it's this level, one more level, and then the final level. And that'll be it. And honestly, the level before the final level is a lot harder. So I'm hoping it will go well. Aside from this run already being going over to overtime. Going into overtime most likely. Okay, are you dead yet? I can't aim. You elusive trooper. Come on. Okay. That was pretty bad. I'll only be 2 chips away, hooray. Maybe I can play some multiplayer with my friends afterwards. Funny thing about the speed chips is they're actually really easy. They're not strict at all. So just about every single level, I'll be getting a speed slip. Actually, yeah, every single level, I'll get a speed chip in. Like some of the levels, you can get a speed chip if you're like, even if it's like 25 minutes long, you'll still get it. I'm guessing that's because they're based around the harder difficulties, because I think they're all the same time for every difficulty. Even then, you can still easily do it. So yeah, we're being chased by Big Fat and Ugly here. We have to find 4 chips that are randomly scattered around the room. I don't seem to be getting too lucky, unless I missed it. Chip, chip, chip. Chippy, chippy, chip. Where are you? Okay, I want that. There it is. That was pretty unlucky. All I know is that these chips are in the corners. There's 3 in the corners and 1 in the center, which I just picked up. Alright, there's 1. And also, if he steps on me, it's an insta-kill. So that's why I'm kind of staying on the side. Okay, I need to get over to this side. Alright. Okay, easy, easy. Alright, that's probably the scariest part of this level. So now that I have all these chips, this arcade machine will let me take control of him, and I can blast the shit out of the place. So I'm pretty much invincible, so I don't have to worry about dying. What I'm gonna try and do here to kill these guys is I'm gonna leave the troopers. I'm gonna ignore them because they die pretty easily on their own. Yo, that was a triple shot. Nice. So once these flying guys are gone, the Titans should show up next. Hopefully. Sometimes they don't. Was I too early again? I might have been too early. They'll take a little while to show up. I keep turning like this just so they can spawn. They don't seem to be doing that. I feel like they come after 9 minutes. So, yeah, might as well kill these guys. Hello. Titans. Titans. It'd be wonderful if he showed up now. Are you okay? This shouldn't be happening. Okay, fine, I'll kill it. Jeez. Is the game happy? Okay. I should not have to kill those troopers for them to spawn. That's incorrect. Incorrect game. That was lame. I feel like that's another PS2 thing, but who knows. I only see these things happen in PS2. I can just stomp on these Titans to insta-kill them, but that risks pushing them through the floor. And The game needs to make sure you kill all the Titans, and if he's just fallen infinitely, he'll never die. So you pretty much have to reset the level if that happens. So I avoid doing that. Alright, so the Predators show up now, which was supposed to happen with the Titans, but nope. That's why I leave the Troopers, because you can just kill them later. And most of them are already dead by then. Hey, Bloodcack. Come here. Alright, this should be the last Predator. Come on, computer. Windows 10, why?
Do you copy? Transmitting now. Mission accomplished.
Chat seems pretty dead. Well, this game's not very well known, so it's fine. Alright, final level. And I'm pretty sure we're way over time right now. DOS box. That computer is really random on when it can spawn, or when it can actually activate. So yeah, Corrosive is pretty beat up right now, and since his armor is pretty destroyed, we can actually do damage to him now. And we're just gonna maul him with a bunch of cleaners, and that should be it. I think that cleaner exploded. I don't know though. Alright. Okay, so time's gonna be coming up here soon. And it's gonna end when it turns to a black screen. Alright, and time. He's a really easy final boss. Yeah, I run other games. I run mostly Nintendo games. This is like the only shooter I run. Like TTYG, that's about it right now. I've done other ones. I've done a lot of other runs that I don't really play anymore. 213. Okay, well, sucks I went into overtime, but what can I do? Alright, yeah, this is pretty much just the credits after this. So, unless you want to watch it, I guess I'll just head offline now. Okay.
Yeah, so to everyone, we're working on setting up the next runner right now. So next up, unfortunately, the Left 4 Dead runners will not be here, so we'll be switching over to Super Smash TV. Once we get that set up, we'll be live with that in a few.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'll be heading offline. See you later.